Yeah. It just gradually, something that just gradually comes on you.
Yep.
I never did think much about it back on a few years back, you know.
You think about it more nowadays?
Uh,
You think about it more nowadays?
yeah. Well, I know it. I know what I did. The worst thing bothers me, I can't go where I want to, you know. I can't get up and go and do what I want to, you know. And but it gets there. I'm lucky to have Baldwin Freddie and
Yes.
KT Jr. You know, if I didn't have them, I'd be somewhere in a
Home.
nursing home or some kind of home, you know. And a lot of people ain't lucky as I am. But I believe in living out in the country and being, you know, taking care of yourself out. And I believe it goes a long ways instead of getting in a nursing home. And, you know, that would be something, you know, getting up every morning somewhere, and, you know, and it just didn't suit me. As long as I can go, I'm going to get up and, you know, and get about. Try not to fall.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. You have to be real careful. I do. I have to be careful to, you know, to keep from falling.
Let me ask you this. Do you feel any different now that you're 100?
No, I don't feel no different. But I feel different than I did just a few years ago, you know. That's what's happened, you know what that. Is your mama still doing that?
Yes. She had a birthday.
Huh?
Her birthday was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I know she's getting about, what, 92?
92, yes.
That's what I was figuring out. You told me one time, you know, and I kept up with it. Well, she's getting on there up there.
She's still got 2 sisters alive.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
How old are they?
One of them's 90, and the other one's 86, I think.
Yeah. I knew she had some sisters, well, that no, they're still alive, you know.
Yeah. Well, the 4th sister died about 6 months ago.
How about that?
She was older than Mom, I think, Jeanette. And the fifth sister, Helen's been dead for 5 or 6 years or something like that.
Well, you know, I was talking to a fellow one time out there, old dog, I was down, like, somewhere I was in my 90s, you know. He was, we in the grocery store, and I bought my groceries and went out, and so he come out and started talking to me and asked me we talking about age, you know, and people, you know, and he asked me how old it was. I told him I was 90 something, about 93 or 4 or something. He said, good gracious. So I hope I get that old. And he's talking about some people live back up toward. He lived in Ayrton, and he's talking about some more people lived up close to Ayrton. He said he told. I don't think he was related to him some way, but he says, you know, he said, them people ain't got a long lifespan, so they die young, all of them. And so I didn't know, I never had thought about that, you know, people lifespan. My family ain't, well, Dad, I don't know how old he'd have lived, you know, if he'd have hadn't got snake bits, you know.
Yes.
And so, but he lived, he was 67, I think, when he died. But I think him and Mama, both their families had a pretty lifespan, but it was, you know, back then they didn't have no medication for stuff and all, and so I don't know. I didn't know your lifespan, you know, I don't know about. Now the monks, your mama, her family might have a long lifespan. I never did know none of them about it, you know. But the Whitlocks, I reckon, I don't know, I don't remember any of them. They was all in their 60s and 70s, I think, when they passed away, you know. But I don't know, I come along now, I believe to be 100, I don't know how. I ain't, as I say, I wouldn't say what did works, you know.
Magic recipe.
Yeah. It's something. And I went through a lot, Harm, and it was uncalled for, a lot of it. What I'm talking about, hernias, I went through 3 hernia operations. That prostate operation.
The problem was there's water between
And them hernias was all caused after I retired. Heck, I had an operation in 2000, and it was about 96 or 97 for one of them. And then I got to having them blockages, and I went down there the last time I went to Flowers Hospital, and the doctor asked him about the reason they didn't operate, you know, for that was about third or fourth time I'd been for blockage in my stomach. And I said, you scared my heart or something? He said, yeah. He said, I don't want to do it on account of you having put you to sleep. And I said, well, I don't know. I didn't put me to sleep, so I'd do that hernia operation, you know, and I was about 97 or something. And so, I don't know. It's just something I was just careless. That was all I was getting them hernias like I did. Picking up stuff I shouldn't. Gardening, I never could. You couldn't tell me nothing about. I wanted to get out and grow stuff, and I did too. I growed everything, you know. I growed corn, peas, butter beans, and I picked them, and I would now if I could. I told Barbara if I could, I'd build me a fence every year. Of course, I'd tell you, I'd get on the people that's looking after you deer, and I'd tell them, if they deer don't sell my pea patch and all, I'm gonna kill them just as sure as they come in. I said, you can do something about it, or I'm gonna kill them deer. And I believe you can do it. These damn deer hunters that wants to see the deer. Deer's pretty, but you just don't raise deer in a farm flock. It'll be against law for the government to do what they're doing with the deer. For you take this farmland, been farmland for hundreds of years. And of course ain't nobody around to hear farms much nohow. Fort Rooker weren't farming this part of the country. But I still think about the farmer. I think about what's happening now. You just think about the food that they have now. And think about what it takes to feed the United States, people in this country.
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Thank
You know what? She told me to call her phone, and I called it, and Marianne